Good morning, Morgan, and good morning to any of your friends that are joining us this morning. In today's video, we're still dealing with the flow of the logic through your program, which means doing tests to figure out which branch you're going to go down. And now we're going to talk about comparing what they call sequences or lists, these objects that we talked about that have more than one value stored in them. And in just this real quick explanation before we get into the reading, here we have a temporary object with three values, 1, 2, and 3. And here we have another object or sequence, if you want to call it, so 1, 2, and 4. And then we test to see if this one is less than this one or if it's the other way around. Okay, and this is unlike video 26 with those multiple tests, testing 3 or more variables at once to make a decision. This is a lot simpler, a lot easier to understand. All right, well, let's go get and do some of that reading. All right, let's get this reading overdone, shall we?
Python Training Video 27, Comparing Sequences and Other Types. Sequence objects typically may be compared to other objects with the same sequence type. The comparison uses lexicographical ordering. First, the first two items are compared, and if they differ, this determines the outcome of the comparison. If they are equal, the next two items are compared, and so on, until either sequence is exhausted. If two items to be compared are themselves sequences of the same type, the lexicographical comparison is carried out recursively. If all items of two sequences compare equal, the sequences are considered equal. If one sequence is an initial subsequence of the other, the shorter sequence is the smaller, lesser one. Lexicographical ordering for strings uses the Unicode code point number to order individual characters. Some examples of comparisons between sequences of the same type.
Woo! That was a lot. All right, we're going to go over this when we run the code in more detail. Let's just finish this last bit up. All right, well, let's take a look at some of these examples here. All right, here we have a sequence, and 1, 2, 3 is less than 1, 2, 4. And here we're comparing a list. We know it's a list because of the brackets. And I switched up the sign just to make sure this thing's working the way it should. And sure enough, it is not greater than 1, 2, 4. Here's that multiple operators. I really don't like that logic. It resolves as true. Don't expect me to tell you why that is because of how complicated this this logic is when you add extra operators. Here's another one, true. This one's kind of interesting. Yes, it's still less. Is this equal to this? Yes. Yes. Anyway. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully this is a short one. Why don't you go out and find something fun to do this afternoon? All right. Well, that's it. We'll see you in the next video. Enjoy your day.